Uh, is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Great. Hi, Raj. Good morning. So, myself, Harsh. Today we will be having a uh, demo for the what is investment banking regarding how the things works in the financial markets. So, this session will be all about the domain related centric things which are generally related to the capital market, financial market, investment banking, and any other terms which are basically related to the banking and the investment portfolio management into the IT industry. So we are basically focusing on how the financial markets work. What is the financial market? How do we test those systems? What are the jargons or what are the rules or what are the things we need to know before testing these type of applications, which requires a small background from the financials background. So we will be touching upon different topics related to the financial markets. Okay. So firstly, in the entire curriculum, we'll be we will be and in the entire curriculum, we will be touching upon the concept of the financial market. We will be next touching the equity part. Okay, when we say the equity part, we will be talking about the stocks. We'll be talking about the securities. We will be talking about what is the IPO, FPO, all these jargons. What is the market capitalizations? How it works? What is the trade life cycle? It's like very generic question asked when you go for the investment banking projects or when we get the interview calls from these type of organizations which are basically a fintech and require the knowledge of the financial products. Okay, and how do we test those applications? Okay, so we will be talking about the equities part. There are different asset classes into the financial markets. So they are basically 4 or 5 asset classes, which are firstly the equities, then we have the derivatives. Okay, then we have the bonds, we can the debt securities, then we have the mutual fund and the forex. So there are 5 asset classes which are basically covered in the financial market domain. Firstly, we will go through the concepts of what is financial markets, how do people participate, what is the need and the requirement. Okay, how do people borrow money, and we will also touching upon the concept of the banking, how the banks works. Okay, how the loans are given, how they generate the money, how they fund, how the bank funds it, what are the different regulations in India regarding how the SEBI works, how the RBI works with respect to the banking, how the SEBI works with respect to the investment banking, with respect to the Security Exchange Board of India, that is the SEBI in India, we call it a SEBI, then how the NSE and BSE works. So curriculum will be basically more focused on the financial market, which will talk about regarding the different asset classes, equity, derivatives, mutual fund, fixed income, forex, everything. And then we will also having a real life scenario of how exactly the trade works into the financial market. So I will be giving you the entire live session regarding how the trade happens in the industry. How firstly, how do we select a stock or how do we select a security? Then firstly you place the order, then order converts into a trade. This is the front end, and how this process in the back end, what needs to be what needs to be verified with respect to the testing, with respect to the IT industry in the bank testing, like how the order gets matched and the trade is generated, how it is verified in the database, how the reports are getting generated. So in the entire workshop for the investment banking, we will be covering all these concepts in very detail and with all lots of efforts. So before going further, I just need to know what's the expectations from the audience regarding this curriculum, or what they are looking for.
Yeah, so hi, first, with regards to me, so I am into quality assurance. So, as of now, what I had seen is with regards to the say the BFSI market or the domain actually. So it is related to funds. So basically, I was wanted to know actually. So basically, how we can handle the entire process. So I was
Okay.
more keen into say handling right from the lead stage to the say the pricing and everything. So how the profit and derivatives, so anything pertaining to the say the ins and outs of the say the process actually. So how it starts and how it ends actually. So
And
maybe
correct, correct.
that may prove to be yeah.
So you talked about regarding the prices. How do we discover the prices? So see, basically we have covered in a structure like how the borrowing and the lenders work together, how the price discovery is done. Okay, how do you get to know the price of that particular stock, or whether you get to know like it's a good price or a bad price, or we should go for it or not. Okay, so let me clear myself. The objective of the entire workshop is not to teach you with that how that like how to do the trading. It's how the trade works. Okay, the objective is we must know the financial knowledge about regarding the things, how we trade in the industry, how the investment banking, how the share market, how the bonds market, how the forex market, how the different type of our market works. Okay, what are the differences between them? Okay, when we say equity and derivatives, what are the difference between them? Okay, what how derived are different from the equity and they are derived from the mutual fund, how different type of mutual fund. Okay, so the objective is to learn the different asset classes and their classifications and their features and their pros and cons. The objective is not to teach you how to trade or the like concept of the trading. No, the objective is to well versed with the knowledge of the different asset classes.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, here we are discussing on to say the how the basically the stocks or the say the funds basically how they traverse the say the application the software life cycle. So yeah, so that I'm more interested into.
Correct. I got your point. Like how the funds are raised, what is the IPO process, what is IPO, what is FPO. Okay, so why companies go with the IPO. Okay, so we will cater all these type of questions and we will build upon really from the scratch how the companies go with the IPO, how it is done, who is the merchant banker, who helps with the roles, who acts as a market maker, who acts as a market taker. So these all are the jargons are covered in the entire workflow or in the entire curriculum. When we talk about this in the detail regarding when we go with the workshop, we get to know what is the IPO, how does the process defined, who is the merchant banker, who is the underwriter, who helps with those, like who helps with making the documents, what is the headed hearing perspective. We will go all three details in very we will be going all three these in very details regarding the curriculum.
Yeah.
Great. Hi, Mohammed. Mohammed Hassan, do you have any questions?
Yes. My question is that I just want to learn some few things. Currently, I'm working in the capital market domain itself with the working with the bond side. Want to know what the futures and how we can learn about the forex because these two trends are trending in the hot market. So
okay, so when we talk about the futures, that is a different asset class that is comes to the category of the derivatives. When we talk about the futures, we do not only study with the futures. We need to understand three basically things: future, forward, and options. Okay, we cannot go only with the futures and say like I know a futures, I can go with any other. No, equity altogether a different part. Then derivatives altogether a different part. In derivatives, we cover all three things: future, forward, and options. We do not cover the forex. We do not cover the warrant sleeps or the any other which are basically not much traded or much not much works upon the trail investment banking. Okay, so we will cover future, forward, and options. Okay, like some are exchange traded, some are OTC, how they are different, how they are structured, what is the premium, what is the in the money, out the money. So these all concepts will be taught about in the like derivatives part. Okay, now the second question, when we talk about the bonds, so that is altogether a very interesting category. I'm also currently working in the bond side, which talks about we call it there is a legal term that is called a bond indenture. You have heard about it. So bond indenture tells about what needs to be done, what needs not to be done, what the bond issuer will do, what the bond issuer will not do, what how is the rating related to the bond, what is the price, what is the coupon, what is the frequency, how the bond price is calculated. So we will covering all those concepts when we talk about the bond side. Okay, we will also talking about like how the interest rate affects my bond prices, like they are inversely related. How and why we will get to know over the like sessions.
okay, Harsh.
Great. And regarding the forex side, so forex is a OTC. When we say OTC, some people understand that it's the over the counter. Why it is over the counter? And then again, it's required a little bit of background. Like it's do not like it do not have a regulatory exchange. So that is called the OTC trade markets. Okay, like the forwards are the OTC, forex is the OTC. Okay, so when we talk about the forex, they have altogether a different structure. Their order types are different from equities. Like in equities, we have the market order, limit order, stop loss order. In forex, we have a trailing type of order. We do not have that type of facility in the equities order types. So we will be talking about like how the different currency pair works, how Europe USD works. Okay, what are the inverse relationship between the forex? Okay, what is the major currency? What is the minor currency? So we will talking about all those in when we talk about the forex one.
Okay.
Any other questions for me?
No, not yet.
Great. Over to Nitesh.
Okay. Ehsan and Raj, any question?
No, sir.
Yeah, Nitish, like say as we are talking about the asset classes, so basically, like say, in case we can have a detail, say a bit of detail with regards to each of the asset class and how basically they start their journey, so that will be much beneficial.
I mean, Harshad, this question is for you. I mean, if you can answer.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Okay, so definitely when we talk about the different asset classes, we will be talking. Okay, so how do we cover it? Okay, different asset classes. So we will talk about the different features and the properties of the different asset classes, and then we talk about what we do with respect to the testing with that asset class into the investment banking. Okay, so I think that answers the thing. What are the until unless you understand the basic features of that particular asset class, you won't be able to test it or verify it. Okay, once you know the basic features, we talk about the equity part. Okay, so when we say equity, what is the par price? What is the when we talk about equity, we say what is the face value? Okay, now until unless you know the face value, you won't be able to know what is the equity price, what is the dividend. Okay, what is the share split, what is the stock split. Okay, how this happens, why this happens. So when you know these sort of jargons, then you know what. Okay, sometimes you will come across a thing, you will not be like clear cut giving the idea what to test, but once you know the features, you will get the clear cut idea what exactly needs to be asked for testing with respect to my applications.
Yeah.
Okay, we will be also covering the mutual fund side also. Currently there is so much trend on the SIP side. What is a SIP, what is SIP, what is SWP, why it is done, what is the concept of a mutual fund. Okay, how they pool money. Okay, what is the different asset classes, what type of mutual funds. Something is called the FOF, that is called the fund of funds. What is that? Okay, what we need to see in the mutual funds. Okay, whether it's the entry criteria or the entry load or the exit load, or whether it's the something is called expense ratio. Okay, so all these things we will be covering when we go with the mutual funds. Again, the objective is to know the terms and technologies. Objective is not to compare the different mutual funds to get you which is the best one. The objective is what that comes told to you regarding the domain side. I hope that answers.
Yeah, Harsh. Say one thing I would like to ask. So, is there some difference between say retail banking, investment banking, say say the banking which we are having right now, so in our existing structure? So, what is the
Okay.
difference between the banking structures?
Okay, so when we talk about the investment retail banking, it's basically related to the banks which talk about credit, debit, loud, general net banking. What you say, okay, you can relate it with the net banking when we say about the retail banking. Okay, we talk about different type of accounts like Nostro account, Vostro accounts. Okay, how they are operated, what they are operated, what are different categories, how the account gets settled, how the check clearance works. So this is respect to the retail banking. When we talk about the investment banking, when we talk about the financial market, when we talk about the capital markets, so all these comes into the category of the investment banking. Here we get to know how the Morgan works. Okay, Morgan Stanley works. how they raise the funds, why they raise the funds, when they become the investment banker, when they become the same entity become the underwriter. Okay, so this is altogether different from a retail banking. Investment banking is different, retail banking is different. From retail banking, you can link it with the like daily day-to-day your operations. Okay, and from the investment banking, you think of a organization which helps in lending and borrowing for the big players into the market.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Ehsan and Raj, any more question?
No.
No, Nitish.
Okay. So, let me share. I mean, you guys want to continue for this workshop from when?
So maybe next week.
Okay. And Ehsan, what about you?
Yeah, next week after 10.
After-
11th on.
Okay, no problem. So I will connect individual with both of you, and we are going to start this workshop from 9th, right? And I will share the details with you guys.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much, Harsh sir, for your time, and I will share this recording. Fine.
Yes.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mohammed. Thanks, Raj, for joining the session. And again, like this will not be a very session regarding we go with the PPT or we go with the only the content. It's an open-ended question and it's an open-ended workshop. So where we will be focused more upon the domain side rather upon the like PPT or the content-driven side. That's the thing I wanted to like discuss in the last.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, Harsh sir, for your time, and I'm closing this session. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Ehsan. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.